Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Saturday, the 7th of June 2025. I hope you are keeping well and ready to enjoy your weekend. It's still early, very early morning here on Saturday, and so the whole weekend is ahead. What's going on in the world? The US Republicans are joyful today, I think, because they've managed to take the news cycle away from the one that it had been, which was the blow-up between Musk and Trump. And Musk seems to have been more capitulating like a kitten right now, I think, because he realizes that he holds the money, but he doesn't really hold the political power. And as they said in The Guardian, money can't buy him love. And I think that's true. Everybody hates you. No, anyway. But the reason the Republicans are feeling quite happy, I think, is because they after they had deported Abrego Garcia, or imprisoned him in another country, in El Salvador, of course, you will remember. And that the Supreme Court said should face due process, should not have happened. Well, they've been doing their best to find dirt on him in the meantime. One prosecutor resigned, stating that they have, after being forced to find some charges on him, they've been and Pam Bondi. God, she's vile, isn't she? But anyway, Pam Bondi said that he is being brought back after she said months ago that he would never come back to the US. He is being brought back to face charges of human trafficking, and but the point is that she said, I want to find it. Everybody's been attacking the Democrats now for this. They think it's a good reason. They can say, look, this man is guilty, but he's not guilty until he's faced a court charge. It says a grand jury found his full-time job was human smuggling. He spent his entire life abusing people, including women and children. This is who you spent so much time defending. Shame on you, is what they said to the Democrats. But the point is, of course, he hasn't been found guilty of the crime yet. Maybe he will be found guilty of the crime, don't know. But he has been found worthy of an indictment. But as Americans often say, you could indict a ham sandwich in the US. So we don't quite know. Apparently the allegations stem from some kind of traffic stop. So it's all unclear at the moment. But the point is that she said, Pam Bondi said, the grand jury found that over the past 9 years, Abrego Garcia has played a significant role in an alien smuggling ring. Upon completion of his sentence, we anticipate he will be returned to the country of El Salvador. On completion of his sentence, but he hasn't been found guilty yet. This is really putting the cart before the horse, I think. Anyway, as I said, the Republicans think that they're cock-a-hoop because the news, which has been very anti the bill, has been slightly moved away, and that's what politics only matters about style and not substance anymore. So whatever's in the news is important, of course, to modern political life, and what is really going on, less so. Shall we get on with our game of Sudoku? It's Saturday. It's time for the expert. It's time for the expert level puzzle from The Guardian. Once a week they give us an expert level game, so let's get on with it then. We've got threes blocking across like this, giving me a 3 up there. Threes on this side, down and across. And there's a 3. We're going to take 3 across here and across there. But we've got 3 blocking this square here, so we know that 3 is in one of those squares, meaning, sorry, you're never going to be a 3. You are a 3. And that's about as far as we can take digit 3, I think. Just try to look at the numbers and see where they are. I mean, when I just jump in like this, I don't really get a chance to see where things are yet, but we've got another one. Got ones blocking across there. Let's always get the easy ones out of the way first of all, I think. Seems to be a reasonable thing to do. We have 2 across here, which is going to put 2 into one of these 2 squares, blocking across, and 2 up, and 2 up. Alright, let's wander around and just quickly see if there are any more easy ones to get. So we have got, so the missing digits here are 1 and 6, right, blocking across there. We've also got 1 and 6 up there. So that is in fact a pair of 1 and 6 in those squares. So now the 9 blocking down here will put 9 into that square, and since we know that's 1 and 6, we also know that that's going to be 3 and 5. 5 blocks across there. There's our 5, and there's our 3. Threes like this. That's the last digit, 3. Four blocks this square and 4 blocks this square, so that's 4. 1 blocks this square, so here's our 1, and we know that's a 6, and that's got to be a 6 as well. Missing numbers across here are 1, 7 and 9. We've got 1 and 9 in the same column, so that must be the 7. Missing numbers in this column I think are 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 8. Yes, and 2 and 5 are in the same row, so that would be our 8 then. 8's across this way, and down here puts 8 into one of these 2 squares here, blocking across, and 8 down there. There's an 8. 8 going up to the top, and on 2 columns gives me 8 up here, and back down here for 7 to finish this particular column. Column 8, I guess that is. So I don't give the columns numbers because it's too confusing. 9 blocks down here, that gives me 9 in this square. We're left with 4 and 5 here. And 4 blocks this square. We still need 4 in this column, so there's the 4. And we also need a 5 there. 5 blocking this square, 5 blocking this square and this square. So in the top row there's the 5. There's a 4 in the top left there. Thank you for noticing that. You brought it to my attention. I heard you. 4's blocked down there, and there's a 4. 4 across this way, so that's the 4, that's the 5. 5 across here and across there, there's a 5. So at the end here, we are looking for 8 and 6, I think. 6, 8. Any help on 6 or 8 from above? And yes, because in fact we've got 8 blocking across here and up there, so that's going to be the 8. So 8 blocking down here will give us 8 there and 6 there. 6 up here means that's a 6 and that's a 1. And there's only one more number left to get there, which is 9, I think. And this is 7. 7 blocking up, 7 across there. There's our 7. The last number to get there is a 1, and the last number for the block is 6. I still need a 6 in that row. And still the one completed digit is digit 3. The others are still to be found, although I suspect they should be falling very quickly now. 7 blocking across there, there's a 7. This would be a 1. Four like this. That's the final digit 4, and then this will be a 6. 6 blocks up here and across there, eliminating digit 6 from our grid, and this is an 8. 8 blocking down, up and across means that that's an 8. No more 8s to find. I think it's 5, isn't it, that I need? Yeah, 5 up here, 5 across there, there's our 5. 5 up here and up there, there's a 5. 1 blocking up here, so that's our 1. Last number there's 2. 2 across there gives 2 in that square there. 1 down here, you're a 1. You're a 9. 9 blocking down, there's a 9, and 7 finishes the game. So very straightforward game. Expert level puzzle there from the Guardian, as per typical, I'm going to say. I think that's pretty typical. Okay, thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.